Hey guys, this is Shafai.
And I'm Naushad, and you're watching TechOpsTV.
It's that time of the year.
You mean Christmas?
No, better.
It's
Build time!
Okay friends, so after getting all our parts, we started with the build. And আমাদের GPU টা আমাদের last part ছিল to arrive, and we had to wait like 3 or 4 hours at IDB to get the part. But we got the first lot for the month, first lot of Asus ROG 1080 cards. And yeah, we were excited to get on with the build. Builder যে first initial part গুলো আপনার processor আর RAM especially ওগুলো installation was very easy as expected. The first hurdle we faced was with the M2 drive. It was our first time installing an M2 drive, and I guess we expected it to be easier than a slot and a screw. এটা আমরা initially to rookie mistake করছিলাম, and it got a bit more complicated than it needed to be. But finally we got it in, and we hope in the future it comes with actually a dedicated slot rather than a slot and a screw system. So we connected it to the power supply, and we tried to boot it for the first time. And sadly and shockingly, it didn't boot. The power reached the motherboard, but then it just wouldn't boot. And we tried a few things. There were no parts to remove as the minimum meta value product chilo, but still we tried. And then we made actually the second mistake. The second mistake was we went on with the build. So we installed the cooler. That was extreme hassle. It's such a big cooler, and এখান থেকে আমরা we go to the point of skipping really big air coolers and actually going with even cheaper water coolers for the simple convenience if আপনার cooling requirements এত বেশি হয়. The front fan wouldn't connect as আমাদের RAM এর height একটু বেশি ছিল, so আমাদের front fan wouldn't connect, so we skipped that too. For a very long GPU, the GPU installation was an absolute breeze. So we took our setup to IDB. আমরা একদম মিনিমাম প্রোডাক্টটা নিয়ে গেছিলাম, আমাদের মাদারবোর্ড, CPU আর RAM সাথে M2 ড্রাইভ কানেক্ট করে, just to see why it's not booting. So তারা যেটা করলো, তারা আমাদের পাওয়ার সাপ্লাইটা রিমুভ করে তাদের নিজের একটা পাওয়ার সাপ্লাই লাগিয়ে চেষ্টা করলো, and it booted. So the problem was clearly with the power supply, and so we got it changed, and we got a Thermaltake one. We are pretty sure it's not a tier 1 one. So we are disappointed on that, but the power capacity is quite high. So we are okay with it, I guess, and we'll use it. So Thermaltake 850 watt power supply that's what we're going with. Finally, we got our new power supply, and we connected that, and এবার আমরা motherboard boxer উপরে সেটআপটা করেছি, which is a very good idea as it turns out, and we suggest everyone to do that. This build was extremely educational for us. We got to catch up with a lot of the newest technologies. And as we plan to assemble multiple builds, rigs, and so we were planning we should build একটা test bench যেটার উপর আমরা রিগগুলো build করব. It will be much easier for us in the future. So after 2 days পুরো স্পেন্ড করা এটার পেছনে, finally আমাদের build ready ছিল, and yeah, it finally booted with the new power supply and the whole setup, and we were extremely excited.
Guys, thank you for watching. We are very happy that we have our new rig ready.
In the next episode, we will show you a few internals and maybe run a few games too.
But we don't have a name for our rig yet.
We are still waiting for your suggestions. If your suggested name gets picked, we will give away a free Steam game.
So guys, please give us a name and like and subscribe, and keep watching TechOpsTV. And he's still hyper.